Welcome to the Mendocino County Library video tutorial of how to use the new catalog. So first things first, let's navigate to the new catalog. You can access our new catalog from the URL or the web address mendolibrary.org, which is the library's main website. Once you're on this website, you can click on the catalog button, which will take you to the new catalog. From here, we are navigated to the new catalog. What we can do is click on the login button at the top right corner to log ourselves in. If you've never logged into the catalog before, you will have to go ahead and type in your library barcode number and your library PIN number. And then you click the checkbox next to Remember Me so that it remembers who you are. And so you don't have to type it in again. If you've forgotten your PIN number, go ahead and click the I forgot my PIN link and you can reset your PIN. You can also reset your PIN with any member of the library staff. I'm going to go ahead and click the login button to log in. And you can see now that I'm logged in because my name is in the top right-hand corner, Lily Victoria Rojo. And if I click on my name, I can go ahead and see a quick snapshot of what's going on with my account. So I see the number of checkouts that I have, the number of holds, if I have any fines or fees. I see my home library branch of Ukiah, and I see my expiration date on my library card. If I want to look at any more information, I just have to click on checkouts or the holds or the fines and fees to see more information. But I'm going to look at the whole account. So I'm going to click on Account Portal down here. This will take me to a screen where we'll see an overview of my account. I see that I've got 2 items on hold. I've got 13 checkouts. So if I click here where it says check hold status, I can see what items I have on hold and where I am in the place in line waiting for them. So for this example, sipping Dom Perignon through a straw, this one is ready for me to pick up at the Ukiah branch, and as long as I pick it up before August 20th, I am fine. This book right here, Booking for Trouble, I'm still on the wait list. I'm number 4 in the wait list, and I'm going to be picking it up at the Ukiah branch library. I can manage my holds by clicking on the button that says Manage Hold. I have a few options here. I can freeze my hold till a later date. Let's say I'm going on vacation and I'm not going to be able to pick up this hold for a month from now. I could click Freeze Hold and go ahead and change the date to, let's say, September 11th and save it. And now you can see my hold is frozen and it will be placed on September 11th instead of right now. I can also unfreeze by clicking Manage Hold and clicking Unfreeze. And now I am back in position at number 4, waiting in line for this book. I can also cancel my hold or edit the pickup location. Let's say I'm going to go ahead and pick up this book at Willits instead of Ukiah. I can go and choose Willits and set location. And now I will be picking it up at the Willits branch library instead of the Ukiah library. Let's go ahead and look at my checkouts. So you see up here at the top, we have our hold requests, and next to it, we have our checked out items. So I'm going to click on checkout items, which I have 13 of, and it gives me the day I checked it out and when it's due. So this one is due on August 28th, and it says I have 1 renewal remaining. That means I can renew it 1 more time for another 3 weeks if I want. If I wanted to renew it, I click on the renew button right here, and it automatically renewed it for me. It knows my account number, my information, so I didn't have to log in again. And now it is due on September 1st, 2026, which is 21 days from now. You can see I've got more books out here, my whole list. If you have online books checked out, you will be able to see them here as well. You can also see if you have any bills or fines. You can see if you have any bookmarks, and you can see if you have any saved searches. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But for right now, let's return to the catalog. You can return to the catalog at any time by clicking on the logo at the top where it says Mendocino County Library, and that will take you back to this home page. So this home page has a couple of neat features. One are these carousels or showcases that show you lists of new titles. So this top one is for new adult fiction, and you can scroll through here using the arrows on the side. If you wanted to view even more new adult fiction, you can click the View All button. And you see here we have a list of over 1,000 items that are all new for adult fiction. Now let's say I'm looking at this and I want to go ahead and see if it's available at my library. We have this book here, A Spell for Drowning by Rebecca Ferrier, published in 2026. The closest copy to me is on shelf at the Guerneville Regional Library, and I can tell that because of this green check mark and the words on shelf at Guerneville Library. It also shows me that it is in the science fiction section. This is what SF means, and it's in the new display area. So let's say I want to see where all of the copies are located for this particular book. I can click on this little Find a Copy link. This will show me all of the copies located anywhere within the Tri-County system. Right now, there are only 2 copies in the system, but they're both available, and they're located at Guerneville and at Petaluma. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go ahead and request this book. So we've got a couple options when it comes to requesting items. We have Request Any Edition, which means that it doesn't matter if it's the first edition, the second edition, an illustrated edition. You want any copy of this printed book that is available. I'm going to click on Request Any Edition. I'm going to choose my location, where to pick up, and confirm location. And it will say request successful. Your request for this material was successful. We'll let you know when it's ready to pick up. You can also check the status in your account holds section. I'll click OK to get back to the list. And now it has this little notification that says, I have 1 copy of this on hold. If you have a book that has multiple editions, let's say I'm going to do a search here. I'm going to go back to the home page and use this search bar at the top. I'm going to search for the book Emma by Jane Austen. Whoops, let me go ahead and search for Emma. Okay, so it comes up with the first search result of Emma. We have it available in book, audiobook on CD, e-audiobook, and ebook, but I want the book version. I click on book. Now let's go ahead and see if there are any other editions of this particular copy. I can go over here and click Find Specific Edition, and it will show me if there are any other editions besides this 2015 copy. And it looks like there are. It's a very famous book. It's been published multiple times, and we have multiple different editions. Let's say you were looking for this copy from 1991. You can request that specific edition. and confirm your location. And you've requested that specific edition for yourself. If you do not care about the specific edition, you can go ahead and use this request any edition book. So most of the time, most likely you'll be choosing this request any edition when you're placing requests for books. So now that I've requested this book, I want to see my whole list of holds. So I can get there by clicking on my name, and I can go ahead and click on holds. And it will take me to my holds list. We've already looked at the top two. And I see here I've got another book, A Spell for Drowning. I'm number 1 in line for pickup at Ukiah Branch. And then I've also requested that specific edition of Emma. And I'm number 1 waiting in line for it at the Ukiah Branch Library. And again, I can manage my holds, freeze a hold, cancel a hold, or edit the pickup location. And over here, we have our checked out items once again. And you can see if you want to renew a book, you can click on renew. It shows you the due date, how many days until it's due, and how many renewals you have. Let's go ahead and talk about ebooks. So I noticed when I searched for Emma that I saw versions of Emma that were available on ebook. So, for example, this one shows up as an e-audiobook, and this one shows up as an ebook. Now, we have a system called Overdrive, which is where our ebooks come from, and it is also available as an app called Libby, Libby. I'm going to go ahead and get the ebook that's available from Overdrive. I'm going to click Get It right here. And it's telling me it's going to expire in 21 days. It gives me an option. I can read it now in the browser, meaning if I click this button, I can open it up and start reading it right now on my, in this case, my laptop. And that can be useful. But for me, I probably will want to read it on my tablet instead. So what I could do is I could go to the Libby app on my tablet, sign into Libby, and this book would already be checked out to me so that I could go ahead and download it. That Libby app is available for free on the App Store or on the Google Play Store for your device. And it's extremely easy to use, very easy to search through. And that is how you would either read in the browser or how you would download a book into Libby. Hit cancel because I'm not reading any of those things right now. I'm going to go back to my checked out items. You can see now I have 14 items checked out. And I'm going to scroll until I see that Emma book. So you can see it shows me Emma. It shows me that I've checked out the ebook on Overdrive. It gives me the date that I checked it out, the due date. It gives me an option if I wanted to check it in early, I could click check in. It also gives me another get item. So if I wanted to go ahead and read in the browser, I could go ahead and click there and it takes me back to that button. And it also gives me a quick link to the Libby app where I can download it on the App Store or the Google Play Store for my device. Let's talk about bookmarking items. So let's say I'm looking at this book, Songs for Darkness. Let's say I click on it and I read the synopsis and I'm thinking this might be a good book to read, but maybe not right now. I have too many things checked out to read this book right now. I can click on this for later icon right here, and that will save it in my for later list. I can also click on new list and save it to a new list. To read soon, I'll call it, and click on done. Now it's saved to my to read soon list. I can access my lists up here with this bookmark icon. And you can see here I've got two lists. I've got my for later list and I've got my to read soon list. And when I click on to read soon, it shows my book that I've got in there, Songs for Darkness. And from here, I could place a hold. I could add it to another list and I could remove it and put it in the trash. Let's go back and we'll do another search. Let's search for garden. So here we have lots of items coming up. And let's say this is a search I might come back to often. I want to see what the new garden books are. I can go ahead and click on Save Search right here. And I can add in a new save search. I'll call this Garden Books. And I'll save it. And now, when I go over here to my little icon that looks like a magnifying glass, it will show me my lists of saved searches. And here you can see at the top is my garden books list. And if I click on this link, it will go ahead and rerun the search for my garden books so that I can look at the search results and see if anything new has come in. You can sort your search results at any time up here with this drop-down menu. They're currently sorted by relevancy. You can sort them by author alphabetically. You can sort them by date, newest to oldest. You can sort by only the materials that are marked new. So they might be, in this case, new arrivals, but not necessarily new as of published this year. And you can also sort by title A to Z. You can also change the number of results that you have on each page, up to 40 per page. You can also change it from a list view, how we have it here, to a grid view, so that you're only seeing things showing up in a grid. Whatever is most useful for you or most helpful for you to see. On the side here, we have ways that you can refine your search results. So if you click on any of these, like the availability, you can limit your search results that you only see what's at the library or what's online. You can sort by the publication date, by the format, whether it's a book or ebook. Let's say I'm only looking for books. I click on the little checkbox name next to book, and you can see here in my filters, I'm only searching for books that come up. You can search by collection, whether it's nonfiction, fiction, for children, mystery, etc. You can search by the age group that it's appropriate for. Literary form, you can choose whether it's poetry, a novel, a short story, nonfiction. Persons will show you the title, the publisher, the author. Or sorry, it won't show you the title. It'll show you the author, the publisher, the actor if it's a DVD. Concepts will show you the subject. So in this case, subject would be gardening, maybe vegetable gardening. Language, English or Spanish, and etc. Locations is where it's available. So if it's owned by Ukiah Branch, Fort Bragg, etc. Publishers, you can limit by the publisher. You can also limit it by new materials. So is it new as of this year, new as of this week? You can sort it or filter it down by those results. You can also see here on the homepage, we have links to get to the library website, links if you want to get an online card, a link to our locations and hours that we're open, a link to our events page, and a link to our contact us information. And that is basically it. If you ever want to sign out of your account, you can click on your name and click the sign out button. Otherwise, most of your account information will be in here in the account portal, which you can navigate to. by clicking on your name and then clicking on the Words Account portal. If you have any questions, you can feel free to contact us using the Contact Us link. We have phone numbers for you. We have email addresses, and we also have feedback forms where you can tell us what you're thinking about the new catalog or if you need any questions answered for the new catalog. Thank you for watching this video tutorial, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.